But right now it's closed. Why is everything closed right now? I don't know. Because it's really pretty inside. I guess you have to Google it. If you're planning on going on a bus to Gozo, you should maybe pack your sickness pills because it was very bumpy, and if you get motion sickness, well, don't. And now we're gonna head to the ferry, and it's quite windy, so it will be choppy as well. I'll tell you how that goes. Taking a ferry to Gozo is free one way. If you want to go back, it's €465, something like that. The ferry to Gozo is actually free going to Gozo. On the way back it's just like €465, so it's pretty cheap and a good deal. So just race to the ferry once you get off the bus or taxi and enjoy the ride. So we just arrived in Gozo, and you can take hop on hop off buses. They will pester you to take them, but also you can take your bus card which you already bought and just use the public transportation freely because it's valid for 7 days if you bought that one ticket. And you can just take any bus you want and get to various destinations. By the way, the old stone arch, which you can still see when you Google images for Gozo, is no longer intact. It fell down like 1 or 2 years ago. So don't be fooled by that. There's another one, but the closest bus stop is like a 45-minute walk from the actual cliff. So pack your hiking shoes. When you arrive in Gozo, you will already see the Church of Our Lady of Lourdes, which is just up here. You don't have to go all the way across the street. Just take the first right and then follow these stone steps up, and then you're there much faster than all the other tourists. From the first church you saw in Gozo, up this little path and towards the Fort Chambray, you can already see other churches, the Lady of Loreto and Anthony of Padua in the distance. So this is a pretty good viewpoint, and there are no tourists around right now, so I think it's a pretty good hidden gem in Gozo, Malta. So that's cool. To get to the parish church of Our Lady of Soreto, you can just cross the Bethlehem Park. Because they kind of recreated Bethlehem. The Bethlehem Village of Gozo has been in existence for 10 years, and every December people dress up. There's actors recreating the story of how Jesus Christ was born. You can visit local tradesmen, they recreate goods, there's handicrafts, there's even Maltese folklore, there's a Roman forum, there's a lot of events going on. So if you're in Malta in Gozo in December, you should check this one out. It's one of the most unique things to do in Malta, I think. One of the specialties in Malta is to eat rabbit. But I've already had that, so today I'm gonna opt for Gozo cheese ravioli. Let's see how they are like. The church actually has quite an interesting history. It was started in 1924, but the construction wouldn't end until 1979 because, well, the first master mason broke his legs, both of them, during a severe fall, I think twice or something. Then the first architect resigned, the second one just didn't make it either, and in total there were 4 architects, and the construction was stopped in World War One, and yeah, it just took a lot of time to actually complete, but it has, and I can visit, but not always, because there are certain mass times where I can visit, but other than that, it's maybe closed. Right now it is closed. It opens after 4 p.m. today, so I'm not going to show you the inside because I have to move on to the next church, which is the Church of St. Anthony of Padua. In 1899, a couple of Franciscan friars came over here and they lived in a small hut. So 3 locals put money together for them to buy a lot, and then a businessman chipped in and they built this church. But right now it's closed. Why is everything closed right now? I don't know. Because it's really pretty inside. I guess you have to Google it. So I just asked a local and he said it's open after 3 p.m, 3:30, 4 p.m-ish, and I guess they're all having like a lunch break around here in Gozo, Malta. Maybe. So that's great. There are buses right in front of the monastery, but to get to Ramla Beach, which is where I want to go, it takes like an hour. Because today is Sunday and I didn't check the bus times beforehand. That's a good tip. Check bus times so you're not getting stranded like I just did. We're now in a village in the middle of Gozo, and we found a Takula windmill. The village is really pretty with a lot of yellow brick buildings that are very historical, and you should just get lost in all the old streets. I'm at the Gandhi Ji Temple, which is a beautiful ruin in the center of Gozo, and you can pay €6 and get in. There's a small information center to help you interpret the different stones and different settings and put it into historical context of Malta. And the outdoor area is pretty cool. For instance, these are historical stone walls which were used in rural settings for agricultural purposes, and over there are the actual temple ruins of Gozo. Plus, the view from here is absolutely stunning. Look at that. I think over there is Nadur. Along the paths you can see a lot of herbs, so it smells really nice and it's beautiful. North Cave. Looks quite mysterious, right? But it was just used as a rubbish pit. They found pottery, they found skulls and all kinds of things, and they deducted that it was just basically where the trash was recycled from the temples. So that's exciting. This is the main entrance, which was excavated in 1936. The uses of these 2 holes aren't entirely clear, but this one could have been to hold ropes and this one to hold a door. Likewise, the purpose of this area isn't entirely clear either, but they found animal bones and pottery, so this could have been an altar where they made offerings of animals to the gods. A lot of details regarding Gandhi Ji Temple remain unknown, so it's suggested here that actually all of this rock was covered by these plasters basically, just slabs of stone are used and decorated with some ornaments, but by now it's hard to tell because of erosion, so it remains a mystery. Even though the outer walls crumbled around 1820, the interior was still pretty much intact around the turn of the 20th century, 1901. It was still intact, but after that, it kind of just fell apart, sadly. The court in front of the temple was entirely man-made. It was a terrace made from monolithic rocks, also by people, and over there is another terrace. By the way, there were much more remains before 1820 when it actually sadly collapsed. Just the stones from the temples, you can see even more historical sites. This is Guizhou. There are further caves which you can visit, and there's like stalactites, stalagmites. It's like pretty impressive, but they are not open all day round, obviously, because it's dark. If you follow the small hiking path from there, you can visit the Sacra stone circle, which is like a Stonehenge place. Okay, this is getting quite wild. I have to beat my way through the undergrowth, and this is where you end up. There is a ruin. Okay, turns out I already passed the fabulous old historic stone circle. These are just some abandoned farmhouses. Well, I couldn't find it. I don't know, maybe it was behind the farmhouses, or they just completely shut it down, because online, if you look it up on Google Maps, it says it's closed. So maybe they just made sure that all the paths lead nowhere and you can't actually see it unless you literally go through the bushes. And I don't recommend you to do that, because this is disrespectful. This is farmland and you should stay on the path. And that was my unplanned day in Gozo. There's so many things to see in Gozo, but I thought I'd wing it, and this is what happens when you do that. Churches are closed, that you miss buses, etc. I hope you stay around for more Malta videos, because this is a series, so click on the playlist and check out the blog for more travel information. Stay travel-tastic, give me a like, subscribe, and see you soon.